Good evening. We have 6 more confirmed cases today. 4 are family members of the 2 people who are residents of Mangor, who we spoke about yesterday. 4 more of that family and 2 neighbors of that family who came in contact with them. So 6 more confirmed cases. Our cured cases are 13. 7 actually were declared cured yesterday after the press conference. We got the results later on in the evening. It was almost 8:39 by the time we got the results. Plus 6 more have been declared cured today. So 13 are the cured cases. So this brings our active number of cases to 22. Today we sent 1,598 samples for testing and we received 1,696 reports. We have around 900 test reports awaited. 19 people are in isolation, hospital isolation. 373 people have been quarantined. In today's domestic flights, we have 136 passengers who have come. I will request my colleague to speak and then I need to speak about something very important, but I would first request.
Hi, good evening, and total number of people who have left Goa so far is 91,776. As compared to people who have come in is 13,207. So far 46 trains have left. In trains 64,155 people have left. Today one train was planned to go to Jharkhand, and so far on enforcement activities is concerned, since the lockdown has begun, we have made a arrest of 1,435 people. Vehicle seized is 487 and total FIR is 789. Fresh speeding cases have been booked is 112 as compared to the previous time I briefed you. So total number is 8,545, and people who have been booked for not wearing the mask is 21,136, the addition of 1,001 compared to the previous briefing. Thank you.
What I wanted to highlight using this press conference is that a very unfortunate set of events happened at the Dabolim airport since past midnight yesterday when the Vande Bharat flight from Dubai landed. It had passengers, most of them were of course from Goa. We had some passengers from Maharashtra and Karnataka. They were around 155 passengers in total. Now, when these passengers reached Dabolim airport, they immediately started raising a hue and cry that they will not go to paid institutional quarantine and that they want to go to their homes. This created a very, very unpleasant situation at the airport. In fact, their behavior is violative of a whole lot of clauses that have been laid down under the MHA guidelines, under the MEA guidelines. It is very regrettable that this type of behavior was exhibited by our brothers and sisters who came back from Dubai. We were here to welcome and receive them. But because they went back on their commitment, which they had duly signed and given at the time of boarding the flight in Dubai, we had a completely avoidable set of circumstances. The reason why we really feel very saddened by this is because there were pregnant ladies in that group, there were children in that group. A procedure which would have taken hardly 1.5 hours went on continuously for 6-7 hours only because of the reluctance of these passengers who came to abide by the same rules and regulations that they had signed on an undertaking that they would abide by. Let me read out the guidelines of the Ministry of Home Affairs in their standard operating protocol for movement of Indian national standard outside the country, dated 5th May 2020. I go to clause number 8. It is very clearly mentioned, and I quote, "Before boarding, all travellers shall give an undertaking that they would undergo mandatory institutional quarantine for a minimum period of 14 days on arrival in India at their own cost." This is very much part of the Ministry of Home Affairs protocol. This is nothing specific to Goa. It is followed across the country. I would also like to read out from the undertaking that each and every individual who boards a Vande Bharat flight has to give at the airport to the embassy officials before they board the flight. There are some details, valid Indian passport and all of that, but I go to clause number 3. I am also willing to undergo a 14 days mandatory quarantine on my arrival in India at my own expense as per the protocols framed by the Government of India. This is an undertaking which is signed with the name, passport number, mobile and email ID by each and every person who boards the flight. So the arguments and the altercation which happened in the airport was completely unacceptable. In fact, as I already mentioned, it is a violation not only of these guidelines that I have mentioned, but also of the Disaster Management Act, because this type of disturbance to the smooth flow of the passengers who have come and to our own process of taking their swabs and then sending them to the hotels that they themselves had chosen is really unacceptable. Furthermore, I would like to mention that each time we get intimation of such a flight, this of course was Goa's first Vande Bharat flight, but every time there is a major flight coming, even of seafarers, immediately there's a WhatsApp group which is created with our senior officers present on it. The same thing was done this time also. A WhatsApp group was created about 2 to 3 days prior to their journey. They were intimated about the details, the protocol to be followed, what would happen once they reach here in Goa, that their swabs would be taken, that there would be the counters put up there for their facilitation. Everything was explained, and that they would have to choose a hotel of their choice and go on paid institutional quarantine to those particular centers. Despite this type of behavior was displayed at the airport, and the government has taken very serious note of this, and these type of instances really demoralize us when the government is putting in efforts to facilitate the coming back of our brothers and sisters, when they do not extend the cooperation that they know that they have to extend and they're duty bound and legally bound to extend. It really creates a very completely avoidable situation and unnecessary turmoil and difficulties for their own co-passengers. So this was one point that I wanted to mention. Secondly, I have made this appeal yesterday, but I'm repeating this appeal. We know that Mangur Hills area of Vasco in South Goa has been declared as a containment zone. I had made an appeal yesterday that if there are any persons who are experiencing any type of symptoms, they should come forward and get in touch with our PHC so that we can give them proper advice and guidance and take the necessary steps. Today, of course, we have taken about 200 samples. Today, from Mangur Hills alone, we have collected around 200 samples. We have focused on the immediate vicinity of the house which had the residents positive. Some more of them have confirmed positive today I've announced to you. So starting from that house, we have done our the testing activities, drawing of the samples, and we have expanded further. We have tried to cover the high risk category of people, elderly, the expecting mothers, or anyone who has any comorbidity condition, and their tests will keep going on. We will be continuously doing this process now as long as this particular area remains a containment zone. Thank you.